Okay, so hello everybody. Tonight we are covering what I consider to be quite the unique stock indeed, because this is the only rare earth mine in the United States, and of course that does open up a lot of opportunities for the future growth. Obviously, looking at the current growth, we are seeing a huge increase of over 130%. We're up from $11.79 on the 6th of November all the way up to about 24.94 today. So obviously we're looking at a huge growth figure, and tonight we're going to be covering this company. If that sounds like a good plan, please do leave that like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000 by tomorrow, so if we could just soldier past that one and hit it, it would be massively appreciated. Right, then let's just have a quick look at this stock price. So if we have a quick look on screen right now, we can basically see how this one has been moving. It's been a huge increase in a relatively short period of time, not necessarily always a bad thing at all. When people see these big types of increases, they usually think it's going to be a bad sell-off, and that is not always the case. Sometimes with a company like this, in my opinion at least, and of course I am not a financial advisor, I think that the stock does sometimes need to find a level where it is going to be comfortable trading at. Of course, if the stock is undervalued, in time it is probably going to pick up to a point where it is going to be comfortable at. So yeah, I definitely see this growth as being fair. It's important to note that of course, 130% growth is not necessarily sustainable for all of the years, but I do still see this being a very decent growth stock, because if we look at where the company is in a very unique position in the market. It's the only rare earth mine in America, or at least in the United States of America, that is. But that's a very unique position to be in, especially with the future and what the future does hold. Obviously, a lot of the rare earth produce, metals and whatnot, they are going to be used in batteries, whatnot. That's obviously mobile phones, tablets, all that kind of stuff. But what else is it that is growing rapidly as well? It's electric cars. And for that reason, I definitely think this does have potential to grow hugely. And I know I've been talking about that one a lot in this video, but if you just think about that, just take a second to think about that. It's the only one in this market sector in the United States. We're not talking about some kind of third world country or something. This is in the United States, and it's the only company doing this. Very, very interesting stuff indeed, and I think it does have big potential. So yeah, looking at this on a 5-day chart, we are seeing a slight decline in the past day or so, but that isn't even a bad thing to see. Obviously, we have seen a big increase this week, and a sell-off is bound to happen at some point. Now, obviously, it's only a small sell-off in relation to the growth that we have seen this week. I would not be surprised if this one did bounce back later in the week, in my personal opinion. Maybe on the Thursday tomorrow, or even on the Friday, but I definitely don't see this one being this low for long. I would personally buy the stock because I do see it as a decent company. I see it as a unique opportunity. A subscriber told me in that Discord that, this is a very interesting stock. It's a very undervalued and underrated stock. I definitely think it is. Not a lot of people are covering this. I do think it does need more coverage, and I am going to be the person to bring it to you. So looking at this from a point of now, at what point would I buy? I definitely don't think it's a bad point to buy in today, in my personal opinion, but I am not a financial advisor. Of course, it could drop and I could be wrong, but looking at how it has dropped recently, I think it could be, seen as an opportunity to buy the dip. But that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, I hope that you did enjoy the video. If you did, please do smash that like button and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.